Alright, Craigslist windsurfers. Here are two of my windsurfers that I bought on Craigslist. I bought a total of 6 windsurfers off Craigslist. So, this one I paid $40 for. It came complete. It also came with your original sail and like a $400 plastic sail that has battens that he just happened to dig up. He didn't tell me he had. This windsurfer I got for $10. It was just the board. Some lady had it for decoration in her business. So I just make the centerboards out of wood. This is the fin, but I also make the centerboard out of wood. Centerboards, I just put wood on the top like this, and then there's matching wood underneath that go up against the bottom of the board to keep the centerboard stationary. And it just, so there's a board, and then there's one piece of wood there, one piece of wood there, and there's just 2 screws holding it together. Screws are on the other side. But that's how I make my centerboards, and this side to make a fin too. This had some plastic plugs on the end. I put JB weld on to seal them up. They're kind of pulling away. This board is actually pretty fast. One thing I don't like about it is it's got a textured surface, and it's really scratchy to climb up on the board. So you have to try to be gingerly when you get up on the board. It almost tears your skin. I weigh about 200 pounds, and this board just barely floats with me on it. If you're not familiar with windsurfers, some windsurfers have a displacement where you get on the board and they sink. Those are called water start boards. The wind around here really isn't high enough to wind start unless you have a huge sail, and I haven't been able to find one on Craigslist yet. There was a 7.0 sail, and I've got a mast extension. I've got a boom that just would have fit it, but I didn't get it. Here's some masts, 2 masts. This is a 2-piece right here. That came with a higher end windsurfer, a Morgan Smith, that I got for $100. Here's how I hang my booms up. I just pounded a nail on each stud and hang them up that way. This is a pretty nice boom for me anyways. I have all tie-on booms. This came with my Morgan Smith windsurfer. So I got this for $40, that for $10. I got my Morgan Smith board for $100. I bought a Whaler for $80. A Whaler long board with a centerboard. And I bought 2 Windsurfer brand windsurfers. 2 for $100. They were both missing the centerboards, and one was missing the mast base. And some nice person from Michigan, I think, saw I had a wanted ad for a mast base, and he sent me the mast base he had, and I got it to work. So most I paid was $100, and the least I paid is $10. I think the best deal was those Windsurfer brand windsurfers. Those are excellent windsurfers if you haven't tried one. So keep an eye out. The Windsurfer brand windsurfers are great boards. Alright, those are my Craigslist finds for windsurfers. You could also put a wanted ad up. I had a wanted ad up for Starboard Start, a wide windsurfer board, and that's how I got this one and my 2 Windsurfer brand windsurfers. So wanted ads work. Alright. Get a windsurfer. It's an excellent sport. Feel great after windsurfing for a couple hours.